we're back here with Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. We're sort of in the rising action to the last act. We're not in the last act quite yet, but look at the Melior's right there. We're getting so damn close. Last time you will remember, we got hit by a lot of boulders, and that's all we need to sum up about that. In a valley amidst the Marhad Range, Ike and company are reunited with King Kainagi of Gallia. King Tabarnophonesis also arrives and brings with him a disturbing tale. Yes, he brought with us, shared with us not too long ago about Leanne. His words serve notice. There is no time to waste. The final showdown with Ashnard is coming. Between the forces King Kainagi grants them before returning home and the soldiers King Tabarn brings, the CRIMEA army possesses 3 times the fighting power that it did when it left Benyon. Brilliant. Even so, the Dan forces encamped in the capital are strong, rested, and comparable in number. In addition, the road to the... Really? The ones in the Dan in the CRIMEA capital are equal in number? How could it even fit there? Yeah, the capital's pretty big, I guess. In addition, the road to the final confrontation is blocked by 2 formidable obstacles. Fort Pinel and Nedos Castle. How these 2 tests are faced will mightily affect the course of the war. Can't we just go around the north way? No, I guess you're right. So 2 important places to see that are right beside each other. So that's at least 2 missions. But first, Chapter 26, Clash. Who knows where Clash will take place? It sounds like it could happen anywhere, doesn't it? CRIMEA Castle. Gonna see Ashnard in his next few plans. We still don't know where General Inez is, and we're like right in front of the capital, so she's got to be somewhere in between them and us, right?
I see. So CRIMEA and Gallia have finally joined forces, have they? Half-breeds and humans fighting side by side. How sweet! In addition, it seems the incident with the Harem Princess has brought more Phoenicians to people from Phoenixes to the struggle as well. Oh, the Hawk King is getting involved, eh? Which means that the CRIMEAN army's strength of arms is all but equal to our own, and growing daily. Of course, this pathetic ragged band is still no match for our superior leadership and skill.
I can't tell if the Black Knight is supposed to be like hands on the hip in a sassy pose, or like grabbing the hilt of the sword really heroically.
Things are getting interesting, are they not? But I am still unsatisfied. Divide our army into 2 battalions and send one to meet the CRIMEANs.
And who will be in charge of that battalion?
Bertram.
Bertram?
Does that bother you? Well then, perhaps I should leave it to you and see what happens.
Do you believe I would betray you?
I believe your heart has considered it.
Surely you jest. I will divide our forces and see that they march to meet CRIMEA under Bertram's command. Is this satisfactory?
I leave it to you, good Sir Knight.
One other thing, Your Majesty. In my absence, did you order the death of Ina?
Ina. Oh yes, her. I'd forgotten about that one. I lost all interest in her when she failed to hold Dan's capital, you know. I've no use for failures. Yes, I remember it now. I ordered General Petrine to take care of her. Ha! Another failure under my command. I told Petrine that if the task was beyond her, capturing Ina would be enough.
I see.
Why do you ask?
According to one of General Petrine's men, they have indeed captured Ina.
Oh dear.
But with the General's death, they're unsure what to do with her.
That was one of Petrine's better qualities. She always did follow orders. Well, what do you intend to do?
I wish to receive your instructions. Do you still wish to see her killed, or have you changed your mind?
Do as you will, I care not. However, do not bring her into my presence. When that one is near, Rajayan seems to grow restless.
As you wish.
Oh, Brain made some connections just now. It's not Ashnard Ina wants to return to, it's Rajayan. Surely. Everyone seems to be here. Go ahead, Soren. You can begin now.
Very well.
He said he's going to talk about our attack plan with Fort Pinel. Was it Fort Pinel? If it is, that's cool, because that's yet another thing that Three Houses has been like a reference to the other ones. Leonie's last name is Pinelli. Was it Pinel? I can't remember now. He's about to tell us, though. And Fort Nados.
Please look at this map. The current position of our army is here in the Marhad Range. Between us and the capital, there are 2 large outposts of enemy troops, Fort Pinel and Nados Castle.
Fort Pinel indeed. Cool. Well, we'll see if it's worthy of the Leone name when we get there and battle the forces there. We'll see if that fort is as sturdy as she is. Both holds were built to guardian our fair land, but now Dan rules them both and knows of us. With rations set, they could hold out a year. Say what you will of Dayan and her foul plans, one must admire her skill in things of war.
Come now, Bastion, why would you praise our foe?
I do but speak the mean of it, good sir. The truth is harsh, but lies would be worse still. Will you two please shut up? Please? Sheesh.
Penel and Nados are fairly close to one another. I doubt they would expect us to attack both at once, but...
That seems to be a waste of our strength, and we don't want to get ambushed from the rear while we're attacking.
We cannot divide our army, but we could send a small force to attack the base with weaker defenses and keep it occupied. At the same time, the main army can focus on the other one and conquer it.
So this is going to be the Ike strike force, and then goes to take one of them, and then the main army we send to the rest of it, now that we've got all these bolstered forces. Right, I see that. And then the main army, once it's captured that, comes to help us.
I see. So which one has more soldiers? That would be Fort Penel.
Naturally.
Very well. Then the main army will lead an assault on Fort Penel. Meanwhile, I'll take my army and a unit or so of Gallians and set out for Castle Nedos. We'll launch an attack, and when they come out to meet us, we'll retreat. Then we'll attack again. It'll keep them busy.
That should give us the time we need. We'll take care of our front by day's end. Let's go capture a fort.
It's settled then.
Okay, so we're going to Fort Penel. Gotcha. With the rest of our crew in tow.
I'd like to report the results of our last battle.
Jesus, son. It's 3 a.m. Sweet. No bonus XP. Earned no money. Spent a whole bunch. Current is 7. MVP Boyd. New ally Largo. MVP was Boyd, really? Oh, yeah, he did take out like a number of Wyvern Riders then, I guess.
There were no deaths and no injuries beyond our capabilities to heal. Everyone performed exceedingly well. That is all. By your leave, I'll excuse myself.
Please be excused. Now to see if we've got any new supports, any new infos. So what info stuff? Ooh, Soldier and Tabarn. But supports. Mordecai and Renolf, sweet. Which is the one I wanted to get to A anyway, and then I want him at B with Ilyana. Rolf can still go with Mist, but I want Mist and Boyd, so that's gonna have to wait. God, they really are charging that slow. Anyway, Mordecai and Renolf, let's get that to A right now. That was literally just like 3 missions they had together.
I am sorry, Renolf.
What's the matter, Mordecai?
I have thought about what you said, but I can't change how I fight. It's the way I am.
Oh, I know.
I'm a warrior, so I fight. I want to defend my people and my friends, so I fight. But I can only fight like I know how.
You've always been that way. I mean, you like to take naps with the squirrels. Like I said, you have a big heart.
Sorry.
Don't apologize. Don't worry about it.
Maybe I caused trouble for Ike and his pack. Maybe I'm a burden. This pains me.
You're no burden, Mordecai. You fight hard for Ike. Now we must continue to fight to end this war.
You speak truth. I want this war to end.
And let's get out there and crush the enemy. Okay, at least he's psyched and resolved in that now. He's like, I'm gonna keep closing my eyes because I care, damn it. Right, and no bonus XP to divvy up. Though Mordecai and Soth, the two I was concerned about, are getting quite diggity dang strong. And we've still only got Savior to assign, correct? And we've still not gotten many ideas of who to assign it to. So I'll leave that for now. Whoa, music skipped hard there. Let's hear it, Tabarn.
Are you leaving now? Yep, we're gonna go do some reconnaissance and tease those Danes a bit.
Good luck.
You don't need luck when you're as tough as me.
Tabarn, about...
Raisin, no. I truly am sorry. Leanne's kidnapping is completely my fault. It's not your fault. Please don't apologize. I know Leanne is alive. These battlefields are filled with chaotic energy, but I can still sense her. It's faint, but I know it's Leanne. Which is all the more reason for us to hurry. There may be other ways to finish this, but crushing Dane is the surest.
Agreed. Raisin, is this mysterious power that you use to sense Leanne something only Herons possess?
It's not something any of the Hawk clans have, that's a certainty.
That's not true, Tabarn. The power may differ in potency between us, but all Laguz possesses it to some degree.
Ah, so it's just that my sense isn't developed, is that it?
The power is distributed something like this. Among the bird tribes, it's very strong in the Heron clan. Among the beast tribes, I've heard it's most developed in the cat clan, though not as strongly as in the Herons. As for the dragon tribes, it's said that they may be equal to, or even surpass, the strength of the Herons. Even though I knew that all Laguz were not alike, there are even more differences than I'd imagined.
Your eyes should have told you that. Once we trained, we don't look alike, do we?
Good point.
Enough pleasantries. It's time for me and my men to take wing.
Right. See you later then. Tabarn, may the fortunes of war be with you.
And you as well. Don't try anything too dangerous.
Raisin? My apologies, Ike. Though I knew this was coming, it's still difficult. Don't apologize. You've nothing left to prove to me.
He really does. Him and Debarn do share quite a special bond. Soldier, hello.
General, may I have a moment of your time? Yes, what is it? I'd like your advice on something, sir. Let's say I was faced with an undefeatable enemy. In that case, what should I, as the weaker fighter, do? Should I try to avoid slowing down other better fighters and retreat? Or do I sacrifice myself and try to at least land a single blow on the opponent?
If it's an enemy general, or just someone that's far too strong for you, there's no need to get yourself killed. But I don't want you to simply run away, either. Study the enemy first, and see if retreating is your only option. I'd like you to do that much, at least.
Study the enemy?
That's right. What type of fighter is he? What kind of weapon is he using? Things like that. If you can learn how to do that, you can determine how best to engage your opponent.
Those are the very core of combat fundamentals, aren't they? Oh, I'm a danged fool. It could be... I think all my trouble started because I wasn't paying enough attention to the basics. You've given me something to think about. And some hopes, too. Thank you, sir. You're the smartest general ever.
What a brave little fella. Mildly patronizing, but whatever. Grand, good. Actually, you know what? I don't really feel like doing too much prep. More than that. Let's head out. Maybe we can even get like a clip of the way into the mission and make the next episode a little shorter.
My Lord Ike.
Princess Elincia.
Huh?
She's all geared up. She's got armor on. What's going on? Why are you dressed like that?
I thought to join you on the battle lines.
Is that a Pegasus? Where did you get that?
He belonged to my great-grandmother. I'm a bit nervous about riding him, but I'm going to try nevertheless.
I appreciate your desire, but your retainers will never allow that. Can I say words that exist?
Sure, my Lord Ike.
I appreciate your desire, but your retainers will never allow it. Will they?
As for that...
Did you agree to this, Jeffrey?
No, personally I'm against it, but... She is the princess, and it is her wish. I can do nothing.
The princess's great-grandmother was a Benyon Pegasus knight of some renown before marrying into House CRIMEA. Princess Elincia herself is skilled at both riding and swordsmanship. As a child, she was granted permission to train in case the need for her to fight ever arose. Behold the Pegasus and uniform, all treasures of our House CRIMEA fair. We did fear much that we would never see a chance to use them in their proper stead. Oh, muse of fire, I cannot find the words. Behold a light that dares to shame the sun. Our princess, clad in raiments fair and fine, gives courage, love, and vigor to our cause. I mean, that's settled then. You surely can't deny her now, right?
I'm surprised you were able to hide armor under flying horse from the Daean army.
Prince Running foresaw a time when the princess would need them, and bade us convey them from the palace. Prince Running's thoughts were always of the princess, even as his life abandoned him. Be true to your heart and live life as it dictates. Those were his final words to her.
My Lord Uncle was always the one person who understood me best. Even though I'm dressed like this, I have no experience and do not expect to fight as well as the rest of you. But this constant waiting behind and doing nothing, it sets my heart beating with such unease I fear it may burst. Even if I cannot fight, I could use a staff to heal the wounded. If I could save just one soldier, it would mean so much to me. Please, my Lord Ike, I promise to obey orders and stay out of harm's way as best I can.
Lord Ike, we will take responsibility and guard the princess. It is her heartfelt wish. This is not something that I can allow or disallow. She is my employer. If this is what the princess wants, all I can do is comply. Be careful, will you?
Oh, thank you so much.
Let us go forth like sunlight to the dawn. Elincia fights, and CRIMEA wins the day. Yes! Oh, that's awesome. She is so badass in the sequel. So I would love nothing more than this, to seek out this badassery right now. Bertram, now you're one of Darian's 4 riders, are you not? I actually kind of figured this would be an indoors battle, but I suppose I'm happy that it isn't. Fort Pinel. They've got feral ones. They've got soldiers all about in triangle formations. Oh, it's going to be a long one.
Like, there are more enemy soldiers than we expected. Just from what I can see now, they are double our numbers.
And we must assume that the fort houses many more troops. This may prove to be a long battle.
Even if they have 20 times our numbers, we must overcome them. In this war, there can be no retreat. Alrighty. I like how Titania just dipped after saying that. Okay, sweet. So we have to sort here. Now, how strong is she? Pretty damn. And she's got a legend weapon. Oh, wicked. Okay. Elincia's Royal Command Sword allows her to strike twice per turn. Frickety dick, yeah. And some sturdy defense, too. Princess CRIMEA. The fallen Princess of CRIMEA, she rides her winged steed and fights wielding both sword and staff. Hell yeah, she does. Renewal. Dope. She looks like she's going to be a solid frontline fighter, actually. Highly respectable speed. The strength is decent, but she's got a legend weapon, so it doesn't really matter. Especially considering it gives her a double attack. Skill, magic, defense, res, and luck are all high. Everything but strength is like very respectable, and then strength and magic are just kind of all right. And she's only level 1 after all, so she's gonna be growing pretty quickly, I expect. Health is a little weedy. Right, we get 19 people though, so holy balls. This is gonna be awesome. Okay, so let's bring basically all of our main crew here. Okay, so my core party at the moment is 21 people. It seems. I'm leaving behind because I'm considering Tyronio and Racing as part of that core party, even though I haven't used Tyronio ever. I'm sort of feeling we probably don't really need to bring Racing on account of the fact that we have such an overwhelmingly large number of people to use here. Oh, this is going to be an awesome mission, I can already tell. Rune Sword, a magic sword that restores HP to the wielder in the amount of half of the damage it inflicts. Oh, wicked. Minus 15. Oh, missed. I know what sword you're getting. Ah, bugger, it's got 15. Oh, scheisse. It's gonna be so broken by the time we get it. Where's Mist? What's the sword? It's like a D right now. I hope we have some arm scrolls soon. I should have saved some for this point in the story. I didn't realize. Right, so I've been able to bring basically the entire main party here, except for Racing and Tyronia, which I'm kind of okay with. I think I'd prefer to have these people over them anyway. It will be long, but I think it won't actually be tremendously tricky. It'll just be that there's a lot to do, so we have to not screw it up. Because we don't get any checkpoints or anything like that. But so far the weaponry isn't too funky. Oh, you've got Meteor, bugger. Why did I have to say things? And you've got a short the killer lance, and you've got sleep stabs. Okay, there's a bit of complex weaponry. And every kind of enemy you can imagine here, so I'm glad we have a variety to ourselves. This will be good as well because we are going to have a lot of support boons triggering because we have a lot of people who have friends around. And now that Lindsay is in our party, she's going to get supports too, which is going to be awesome. I wonder with whom. All right, well, since I'm about to basically just run away anyway, I am very interested in running and hiding in a corner, so I don't really mind about the formation we have currently. Seize or defeat Iker or Alicia die. Gotcha. Let's crack on.
General Bertram, the Crimean army has risen to the bait. Orders, sir. Your orders, sir. General, how shall we make answer? Turn the ground soft with blood. Make a graveyard of this place. Bury them all. Yes, sir.
Fun.
Soren, do you have any information on the enemy general?
Our intelligence reports say the commander of this army is Bertram, one of Dane's 4 riders.
One of the 4 riders. So he's on par with that woman we fought earlier, General Petrine.
That's not necessarily so. The name 4 riders is given to the 4 persons of highest ability among the king's advisors, but
not necessarily of equal ability. So the members can change, is that it? Who are the current 4 riders?
First there was General Petrine, whom we defeated at the Riven Bridge. Then the man we face today, General Bertram. Next is General Bryce, who served the previous king. And finally, the enigmatic general known as the Black Knight. Those are the 4.
Bryce, okay. That's the one we haven't seen yet. This is the same Black Knight who murdered Commander Grail.
Of that there appears to be little doubt.
Tell us, Soren, do you have any more information on General Bertram?
I know not where he hails from. He appeared after the fall of CRIMEA and has quickly gained Ashnod's favor.
So, he's a man of no mean ability.
Like the Black Knight, he always wears his armor and never shows his face unhelmed. Some say he's not even in his armor, but that it's inhabited by an ancient specter or demonic creature. It's all just superstition and rumor designed to heighten the fear of the man.
It's not important. Once we cross swords, we'll know the truth. Then we can discover for ourselves if he's just a loudmouth braggart or truly a monster. As long as our blades can wound him, I count on either way. Let's go!
Right! Interesting. Appeared just after the, what's this fell? Is that, CRIMEA? Whoa! New battle theme. Hell yeah! Alright, so you've got Daunt, just like Petrine did. And this is quite sturdy, especially with your rune sword, and your magic is quite high, and your speed. But we have a lot of people who can outspeed you for sure. So I don't expect it will be the worst fight we've had. But that's obviously not for right now. Right now is for running and hiding. Watching out for this meteor in particular. I'm thinking, full retreat, hide in the corner, see how this goes for us. Start as defensive a perimeter as we can. I didn't really check anyone's weapons, but I think we're all pretty taken care of. Hide our less defensive people behind. I really should have restocked on weapons for a lot of us, considering how long this is going to be. A shame, I've already said this, but it's a shame you can't untransform on command in this game. It would be really helpful. Oh, I didn't give you any other weapons either. Well, you don't need one. You got, I probably should give you a Helio Staff, but Amity will make you a formidable fighter anyway. This will just be a long mission because it'll take a long time to move all of our people on our turn. This will be a serious opportunity for South to get a lot of XP though, because there's a lot of people not especially armored here. Damn, I should have replaced everyone's weapons. I just was feeling so impatient about getting into this. Oh, it becomes a problem. We can die, and we die, then we can always fix them then. Let's have it then. Okay, so those riders are coming down. I'm guessing all the warriors there are going to come down as well. Right, okay, so I'll be happy to have had this defensible wall here. And those are snipers, are they? Or swordsmen, maybe? Sword masters, that is. Right. So they're sending everyone towards us at once? Or... yeah, it looks kind of like that. Just the way I like it. Unfortunately, it means it'll be tricky for our... perhaps I should spread this line out even a bit further. Tricky for our super defensive people, too. Oh, they've got killer axes and junk as well. I gotta be real careful. What's your accuracy with that, by the way? 92, so it's not gonna be a real big deal. And we've got people we can swap in as well, like say Oscar, Titania, or whoever gets kind of wounded in a minute, I can push someone else up. Has everyone here got a weapon I want them with? Iron, steel, sure. Let's see how this goes for us. This could be an immediate death, but I think we'll be able to hold out here for a minute here. So some going after Randolph. This hit will probably not hit him. Oh, look who's X. He dodged it anyway, and he's probably going to transform now, which will be good. Oh, this is a cool setup for a battle. I love this massive open plains here. All right, he's transformed, so anyone who comes after him is going to get it. But probably they're going to prefer other people for the moment. Now, this is going to be the real trick here, is when these riders come up, they're going to be able to attack one person like 5 times. I think most of the people I've got on the front here are going to be defensive enough to handle it, though. Ooh, you got a hammer. That's not my favorite. Nice dodge. Sword. Get a bit of sword XP and XP. I don't mind that at all. I wasn't really looking at the weapon types because they've got so many that I'm not going to be able to... I'm not going to be able to build a plan that works for any weapon, I don't think. All right, that mage is going to be tricky. Perhaps it would have been smarter to rush out up to meet them so that we don't get swarmed all at once, but we're about to see, aren't we? Okay, so we've also got people with a bit of range here, so marking you, they can hit people behind our lines like you. Ah, shoot, I really should have had this wall moved up a bit. Well, it's not a bad time for our riders to go do some good stuff. So, for instance, Astrid, if you rode up and did something like this is pretty safe for you, and you're doing a 30 damage there, and you can just run right back. We're probably going to die here, but I want to see how we survive this first kind of excursion just by having a wall kind of sit here. Eesh, nice dodge. It may be that I have to think about this a little harder than I am right now, but at the same time, all these people on the front lines are going to be getting so much XP that they're going to grow so quickly. So it might become sort of indestructible more quickly than I'm expecting to. This one with the short axe. How many more? Oh, there's a sniper here. And I've set it up in a stupid way for sure here. I'm moving Boyd here to interface with this one so we can move another defensive person up. And that'll give us a little more room. Yeah, this is reasonably safe for you. Nice dodge. There's a high amount of skill in our party around this point in the game. Like, we're dodging a lot and hitting most to the point where we can get through a number of fights without taking damage. Right, I think we want Lethe up here. And perhaps I'll move, if I move Ranulf out one. What do I move him out and up? Kind of have him just... Maybe I have him go all the way out here and, like, start attacking people in the back. Maybe that's a good thing to have him do. Or maybe it's better to have him go after this one with the short axe. He can't necessarily take them down, but I say I like that. Look at that. And we can have someone else form up that wall a little more so that A, our people in the back are not getting hit by the sniper and whatever. But B, so that we have a larger outside wall of defensive people so that we're not leaving any of them to kind of go to waste. I've still kind of got a wall here the way it is, and I guess Mist and... oh, you know what? Okay, let's do this then. Let's put Rolf here with... let's give him a steel bow. So that he can respond. He's quite sturdy and he can respond from afar there. Let's... can you run out and heal someone and run back? No one's really in need of healing except for Ranulf. So how can you... I didn't even give you more heal stats. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's cool. Do that. Every little bit counts. And Nefni should probably let me just equip you with a javelin in case someone tries to go after you with a ranged attack here. Oh my god, Reese is very much in the way of things. I suppose I'll have to put Mordecai here then, just that I can get Reese out of the way of that. And do you have any kind of ranged weapon? I'll just give you a javelin in case anyone tries to hit you with range from there. Oh right, and Titania is a mounted unit, so I can have you... I should have done something with Oscar, but I didn't. Right, and you also... you have 9 movement, I'm guessing? Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Right, okay. So let's see how you do against this one. So you're doing 12 here. And taking maybe a bit response, but probably not. Let's go, Valencia. Let's do it. I'm so ready. You won! Yes, you! Nicely done. Yikes! 11 and 11 here. Better to pull out your legend weapon here. 16 and 16. That doesn't mean a kill, so not really. Go for the steel lance here. Why did I not replace any of the weapons? I was just so eager to get into this and see what the next mission was. And I'm glad I did, because it's super exciting, but... weapon typed. Whatever, she's going to be behind lines now, so Reese or someone can heal her, and a nice level from that. I could do with a bit of health, a bit of defense, maybe a bit of strength and magic. Health and speed and res anyway. Shan't complain. Reese already moved. That's a shame. I could give you a javelin here, but you're going to break it real quick, so I'd better just keep with the sword so we can be building that and stuff. No. Sword again. Thank you. And Titania is mounted so she can move out. I should have been doing this much earlier, is having our people who can move out, move out. I think I'm going to go after the short axe person and then just move back just so that we minimize the number of people who are attacking our back lines. Although most of the people, even on our back lines, are pretty sturdy. But I think what's probably going to happen this turn is those mounted units are going to rush up and they're going to all target one person, and that's going to be bad for them. It might even be you, Titania, because your defense isn't as good as I remember it being. It's because I haven't been using you in, like, many turns. Right, let's see how that goes. Okay, going after Lethe. Right, Provoke. Okay, great. This is actually going to be quite helpful here. Because she's going to be pretty adept at taking this out. Right, Provoke is going to be so helpful in this sequence. Oh my god, Lethe, if you just dunk on this entire squad of people because I gave you Provoke, it's going to be amazing. Part of me does kind of wish it was like Radiant Dawn where you can swap out skills between people, but, I mean, I'll tolerate this for a bit. Lethe is certainly a good person to have this on, and I don't think she's going to die here. That said, she doesn't have a demi-band or anything like that, so she will transform back in a little bit. But she hasn't been hit yet, so it's not a big problem. So they've hit her, but they can go back now, but she's leveled. I'll take that strength, defense, and speed. Ooh, yeah. Oh my god, this is actually going to be so awesome with her now. Because she's so dang evasive and all. I might have to give her I might have Mordecai pass her off the demi-band in a minute if it becomes to a point where, like, they're very obviously all going to be provoked by her and, like, try to attack in one turn. Please tell me you don't have okay, you've got a Lagoose Axe. Yeah, that'll be fine. In fact, he might even be faster than you then and do a double here. Not quite. That was good damage, though. Well done, Braum. I was kind of having this, like, I was like, let's just, like, throw Play-Doh at the wall and see what sticks kind of strategy I was doing here, but this is actually seeming like it's about to work really well. Of course, they could all go to bad when with one rogue crit or whatever, but I'm digging this so far. Especially when you consider this is like half of the entire game map's forces that we're interacting with right here. And if we survive this turn, then we get to go out and attack them on our turn, and that is a much safer proposition. I should have given you a hand axe. I didn't realize. I guess I wasn't thinking about how many people with ranged attacks there were. Wow, we've survived a substantial amount of this so far. Boyd has dodged every single attack so far. This is amazing. I was really underestimating how strong we were for a minute. Okay, this might be a tricky thing because you're pretty defensive, but mercenaries in their crit chances and stuff, and amazing speed. You're probably a matched in speed, I'd guess. Okay, good. And that was a sword master, so they can't run away and let someone else do it now. The sniper could come after you, but I still don't regret putting you on the front lines. I don't think. Another Brogan after him. Is this He's still dodging it. Wow, what is his dodge? I guess it's just because a lot of the warriors going after him and their accuracy isn't very good. Alright, so we just gotta survive. The sniper is the one I'm really worried about right about now. Because you're not gonna dodge everything, so this killer axe doesn't even matter. And you're gonna get a double here, probably. So they're gonna be an easy takedown this next turn. Wow! And so now that we've got them all close, our people in the backlines can move up this next turn, which is great, because they are very vulnerable, basically. They've put themselves in a vulnerable position. You got a lot of defense. I don't care if you get critted here. It's fine. I care, Mia. I care, but I don't think you'll die. It didn't even happen. You're going after magic. Ooh, that's on Ranulf, so that's fire, I guess. There'd be a lot of damage to him, but he might even dodge. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Scheisse. Alright, well, the sniper won't be able to kill you, so it's just about... I'm guessing the sniper's gonna go after Astrid here, and that could be a big problem if they crit. But I think her luck is pretty decent. Going after... Oh, they got a longbow! Because they got provoked by Lethe. Perfect. No, that's even better. Because there's no way you're gonna hit from there. And even if you did, it would do like 1 damage. Wow. Well, I wasn't expecting the Lethe's Provoke to be the thing that basically had just made us... made this much easier, but now that I know that, even if we die up ahead here, I've got a lot of... that gives me my strategy a lot of nuance it did not previously have. Now, unfortunately, we have a lot of people coming up here, so it's not like our weaker people can, like, just go anywhere and be safe. But we can have them help with this bit, which is important, and it's something that we'll be doing next time on Fire and Path of Radiance. Their armies, they've still got 44 of them? That's how many they had a second ago. I guess that means we took out 3 of them, because 3 of them just spawned. No matter, because we've weakened a whole lot of them. A lot of people down here are, like, down at, like, single digits. And since we've got all our mounted people to move several times, I can have Ranulf... you don't have any mages over here, right? So Ranulf would be a good You have a mage. You got Shine. It's attack power 20, no chance to crit. It resist 9, he'll suffer it. Ranulf, I probably want to be doing something like this next turn. Gosh, he's not quite as speedy as I assume. Whatever, well, okay, it still doesn't look great, but we'll be dealing with it next episode, and I expect, now that I know about how good Lethe's Provoke is going to be in this situation, I'll have a better ideas of how to use it, and I should probably give her the Demi-Band in that instance. Would that we had 2 of them, but it's not the case. Either who, next video going on the channel is... I, a little while back, did a bit of a 2-off episode. I recorded this, like, challenge. It was a game I'd never played before, but I'd seen it played, and it looked quite fun. And I recorded a challenge. I think it was it ended up being the rarest Steam achievement for that game, like the Steam achievement that the fewest people had, which I didn't realize when I was doing what I was doing. I didn't realize it first, anyway. And I ended up, it was a game I'd never played before. I jumped in, and I was like, let's get this Steam achievement for doing this particular thing in this particular way. And I did it all in 2 episodes. That'll be the next video that comes up on the channel. And then, because in that point I didn't know what the next video was going to be, it's going to be more Path of Radiance after that. So it's going to go, after this episode, part 1 of that 2-off series, then Path of Radiance, then part 2 of that 2-off series, and then Path of Radiance again, and then back to our regularly scheduled programming of Omidi and Symphonia. That's all for now, though. Oh, I love the look of this mission so far. It's got like tons and tons of formidable enemies, but it's at the point where we're becoming so freaking strong. And we're only going to get stronger as this mission progresses. It will be tricky to get Soth XP here, though, because we'll have to only be able to do it when we're positive everything else will go well. That's all for now, though, so thank you so very much for coming around to this episode of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Next episode, we'll be finishing Chapter 26, which will be so exciting because we'll be in the single digits of chapters left, I believe. Woo! And Lindsay's on the party now, that's so dope! Oh, man. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I will see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace! This seems very important. I'm sorry. Dream Opry. Into the abyss we go. Wee! I said charge. God, I gotta wait for the camera to slow down. Sorry. Now. Wee!